how is everyone today? Midnight Muses here. Welcome back to my channel. I think this camera's a little bit high. Let me just bring it down slightly. Anyways, it's that time of the month again where I do my boxycharm unboxing. I did break the seal because I think, as I said, oh, that noise is my cat. He's sitting next to me. If only he would actually get right there so you could see him, that'd be perfect. That's why I'm leaving a space, as he does tend to jump on the couch. Yes, Chunka, I know. But anyways, back to what I was saying. I have started like the last 2, maybe 3 months of pre-opening the boxes, not to like go through anything or try anything, but to read the ingredients. That way, because it's nice to like open things like brand new on camera, and that's great. But realistically, I have a ton of allergies, and I noticed that looking back into some of my older videos, because I'm getting onto a year now, so it's kind of like looking back to see like what I can tweak and what I can fix, you know, outside of editing, because that's going to take some time before I get to that point. So just trying to like see how I can like make my videos go a little bit faster, because I already talk endlessly, and just sitting silently reading ingredients was, I think, one of the main things that I noticed that I was very prone to doing, because I have a ton of allergies. I can't just put anything on my face. So I broke this just to read ingredients, and I will say I'm so excited for this box, because I think this is the first time that I have gotten a prescription box that's like makeup or skincare related, literally ever, that I'm not allergic to anything in. Like, I can actually use everything in this box. I don't have to worry about any kind of irritation. It's not gonna be like, well, I'll test it out and see what happens, or I'll throw it on, I'm not gonna take it off right away, or I just had to get this one to a friend or a family member because I know that I can't use it at all. Like, this is like, I think, the very first one where it's just been like, oh yeah, absolutely everything, we're good to go. So I'm so excited. So without further ado, let us open this box. And right on top it says peace, love, and boxy. And again, on the back it does tell you about everything, but as I said, does mine, yeah, I don't ever read this, because one, I want to like go through everything as I see it in the box, and two, there's no point in telling anybody prices of anything, because they're all American prices, and I'm Canadian. And for any of my American viewers, if you do want me to put in the American prices, just let me know. Just as I said, the reason why I don't is because I don't know what the Canadian equivalent is, because unfortunately, when it comes to makeup in Canada, they don't just charge exchange a lot of the time. NYX tends to do that, which is fantastic. One of the reasons why I love them and I have so much of their makeup. But they are one of the very few brands who do. Most brands will charge whatever they feel like charging in Canada, and then you also, depending on the brand, you also have to look at shipping and handling, and if you have to pay duties when it does arrive here. So the cost, you know, might say $14 there, but to get it in Canada could be as high as like 40 or 50 bucks for the exact same item when you add in those additions. So I don't talk about price, because I don't know what it would be like to get it on your own outside of the box. Anyways, now that I've talked through 3.5 minutes without actually putting anything on my face, let's start opening things. All right, so am I missing something? Eyeshadow primer. I thought I had a face primer in here. Oh, that's right, the palette. Just because I was reading ingredients, I have like a rough idea of what I have. So I'm gonna open this first, because it does have some kind of sample primer. I don't know if it's, oh, it is an eyeshadow primer. Never mind. So I'm gonna just start with my normal base then. I have some brushes from Lexi. You know, I love Lexi. I love all the Lexi brushes. I have no more room in the 2 jars that I have brushes in to fit any more brushes, but you know I'm gonna find a way for some more Lexi brushes. So we have a small contouring brush, which I have never tried a contouring brush this small. I actually have a highlighter brush that is just smaller than this, but I will try it out because Lexi never does me wrong. I got a large shader brush, which I'm sure I can make use of, and a small shader brush, which is like for like cut creases and stuff, which I don't do. It's not that I don't know how to. I absolutely know how to do a cut crease. It's just I have the worst eye shape ever for it. As you can see, I have like when I have my eyes open, I have no lid space. You're not seeing the cut crease. If I do a cut crease, then I can't do a liner. Otherwise, you'll really not see anything. So yeah, me and cut creases, not so much. But I do use those when I like add glitter and stuff. So that brush still will get some use. Anyways, I'm gonna use my Touch and Soul primer. There is something breaking me out though, because I have like major dermatitis on my, you can't see it when I flash it that fast, but that's okay, you don't want to see it. But I have major dermatitis that's cropping up on my left hand again, which is always like the first place that I start breaking out when I have a flare up, and I've had a little bit of a flare up around my nose as well. So I know there's something that's upsetting my skin, but I'm not sure what it is. I don't really like change my products too much. I mean, I know I do like my like reviews and try things out, but I haven't reviewed anything in the last week or two. Two have broken me out, and since I got that sty, I was very careful to like sterilize and get rid of, and it's like sterilizing my products should do the opposite of giving me a breakout. And if I didn't sterilize them correctly, then I would have 100% gotten another sty, because I've continued using like everything I was using. Well, not everything, like I threw out the mascara and I don't have the liner. I need to get a new liner again, so I don't think we're gonna be having liner on today, but that's okay. It's okay. Maybe someone will be really, really nice and treat me to one of those Physicians Formula liners, because I literally don't even have the $11 to get one. I'll figure something out. I do have, well, not on me because I didn't bring that box down, but I do have that e.l.f. one that I had bought, which I actually ended up not even getting to use because I had put it in a bag when I was doing a bunch of cleaning and didn't realize that I didn't take it out the bag before I did the cleaning. So technically I have an e.l.f. eyeliner, but it's those ones where there's like the stuff in the bottom, and then like you pull it out and you can like dip and stuff to get more product. I hate those. I got it because it was $3 and I was desperate. But I haven't tried it yet, and I don't have the money to just donate it and get something better. But at the same time, I don't want to try it, hate it, and then want to donate it, but then can't donate it because I've used it and can't donate eyeliner. Obviously, can't use it. You can't donate any used makeup. So I'm kind of in a weird spot with it, but I'll figure something out. I actually haven't been wearing too much liner lately, and I don't mind that at all. I've kind of been enjoying it, if I'm being perfectly honest. I need to get my, still using my IT Cosmetics, I think it's, what is it, foundation, just Heavenly Luxe foundation brush. It's cool. I like it. It makes me happy. I need to pull out my Zodiac. Hang on, there's probably a mirror in here. No, I don't want to open you until I'm ready. I haven't actually like opened anything, so it's like I really do want to open everything on camera. So I'll use my Zodiac palette until I need to open the eyeshadow. The thing is, I now have 2 eyeshadow primers, so I got to figure out what one I'm going to use for the video. What I think I actually might use the sample that I got, and then on my next video that is makeup related, because sometimes I don't do 2 makeup videos in a week. Sometimes I just do a random video, and I haven't done a mental health video in a while, and I've been struggling a lot with my mental health the last couple of days, which is why I'm uploading by the time this gets up, it'll be late Tuesday night, as opposed to either early Tuesday afternoon or even Monday evening. So I think I might want to talk about how I've been doing with that and my struggles and whatnot. Actually, my boyfriend got me to get a really cool app, which I'll definitely be talking about. Obviously not sponsored. I have like 12 subscribers, but I will be talking about that and how it's been working for me, because I have been really enjoying it. And I always, whenever I come across something, whether it's something that someone tells me or something I find myself, I do like to spread the word, because I know how important it can be to get help as you need it. Gotta get that concealer on. I did get a new highlight in there, which again, I haven't opened, but it's one of those Artist Couture highlights. I remember them saying, like, if you've been a boxy charmer, or if you've been a charmer since before March or something, then you'll get one of those. And I was like, yes. Already my favorite box. Now you're making me really happy because I've been wanting to try this forever. Jackie Anna obviously has her 2 colors, which I would not be able to use either of those colors because I'm pale. And she's obviously a dark-skinned lady, but they did have a lighter one in the boxy set, and that's actually the one that I got for the first time, I may say. Quite excited about that because I don't know if anyone heard my last month's rant about the Cover FX palette, that it's like, I love this so much, but there's no point in even like touching it at all because it's clearly meant for someone who has dark skin, and I am clearly like not just like medium skin or light, I'm like fair as hell, and it's like that I'm not gonna open that. But it was really nice because we have a family friend who basically lives here. She'll be here later. She's like a little Trini girl, and her mom spends winters back home. She just came back yesterday, but point is, when she's gone, we have her basically stay here. But it's like, you know, you need your family around you, and you know, West Indians, we all like to bond together. But she has she's just got like a really beautiful deep tone to her skin, and I was like, you are literally the only person that I know where this is going to be beautiful for you, because I have my friend Jess, who is darker than her, because she's just she's Jamaican, she's like dark skinned Jamaican, but the palette would have been just a little bit too light for her, so I gave it to Aaliyah. And hang on, I gotta pause for a sec. All right, yeah, sorry, that was just my brother getting up. He's getting ready for work. So again, if you hear any random noises in the background, it's not just the cat, it may also be him. But yeah, anyways, and also I don't think I've ever actually given her makeup before, because she doesn't wear too much makeup, but it's not that she doesn't like makeup so much as she doesn't know how to apply it very well. So it was nice to be able to give her like a full face palette and be like, hey, you can use this now, and like see how you like it. And if you want to like learn how to do things or whatever, you know, you have stuff that suits your skin as well, and I can show you how to use it. So that was nice. I always like giving things to people who really appreciate it. Let me get some bronzer. And you know what? I was gonna do a quick thing because you gotta see my little chunkas. So I'm just gonna turn the camera quickly over here. That's my big baby right there. Yeah, look at that boy. He's really chunky, but I've been wanting to try and like get him on camera for a very long time because he hates it. But he's just so cute. And I was looking at me like, why would he do that to me? You know what? I hate that. Yeah. Hi, BB. Hi, BB. He's a big boy. He's 10 years old. He's my love. I love him so much. All right. Let's try this brush that I just got, and there we go. So we're gonna use the small contouring brush and see how that goes. I'm gonna put my contour up there. Still using the Pretty Vulgar. I'm like, the reason why I'm not talking about like the base products that I'm using is because they have not changed at all from what I use every single day. My biggest thing is if I do use something different, then I do tell you about it, and that's when I'll put in like that item in description, or sometimes just all of it. Every now and again I'll like re-put in everything that I've used in the description, but for the most part, if you go in the description and it's just my usual like banter like, hey, what's going on everybody, thanks for watching, like and subscribe, blah blah blah, it's because I'm literally using the exact same things. But if anyone is ever curious, if they haven't seen like an older video where I have posted it or whatever, and they want to know what I'm using, I am always open to saying. I'm still using that Maybelline foundation because I still haven't found something that works as well. Like, I like the Too Faced one, don't get me wrong, I really actually love the Too Faced one, but it drives me nuts with how white it makes my skin look on camera, and it was kind of driving me nuts, like the ghostiness of it. And I found that the flashback for that thing not so fun. Like, I have a Polaroid, which if I had next to me I would show you guys. Maybe I'll pause the video because it is around the corner. And I'm wearing that foundation, and like, don't get me wrong, I'm pale, but it's like My boyfriend is also super pale, and it's a picture of like me, him, and my mom, and like my mom always looks a little paler because, you know, it was flash photography, for my Polaroid. It's all those things are flash. But what's annoying is that I still somehow look like a creepy ghost, and it's like he's just as pale as me. Why do I look like the ghost? So it's like I think that foundation is like just gives me major flashback, and it's like, as I said, when you see it on camera, I look like the whitest thing you've ever seen, and it's really frustrating. And that's why I had my friend Erica, when I was using it once, being like, see, look at how white and ghostly I look on camera, but you're looking at me in person, like you can see that I don't actually look that, like, I'm pretty ghosty, but I'm not paper white, I guess I should say. Like, I'm porcelain but not paper. So it was just kind of annoying me. So I've been using that Maybelline one, even though like I really hate using anything that's not cruelty free, just because I don't have any other option in terms of something that is pale enough, cruelty free, but yet won't give me like weird flashback, even when I'm not, like, this is not even flash and it would look super white. It's just, I love the foundation. It sits so well on my skin. It looks so nice. I'm using the same Tarte palette, but I'm using the really mauvey pinky tone, just because the highlighter that I got has a purple tone to it, so I don't want to use the peachy one because I don't want it to clash. But yeah, it's very frustrating trying to find something that meets those requirements, because generally getting cruelty-free products here is pretty easy. Like, the drugstore is a little bit annoying sometimes, but like, I mean, we have CoverGirl, we have NYX, and NYX has tons, and NYX is affordable, so it's like we have, you can get around it pretty easily for the most part. It's just, I think, and that I can't talk, and I use the ColourPop concealer, so I don't know if concealer is easy. Actually, I always had no problem with concealer because I always used the NYX concealer before that. But I have had issues with the NYX foundations just not working great for my skin in particular. So me and cruelty-free foundation has been hard. But anyways, this is my Artist Couture focus. There we go. Diamond Glow Powder in the color Purple Dream. Can you focus on anything? Oh my gosh. Try. Close enough. Okay, now I gotta focus back on myself. Alright, so let's open this. Yes, Salem. I know. It's just, it's so hard. You know, life as a kitten is so hard, isn't it? Ripping this box right open. That's okay. But I remember seeing like a weird video of it where it looks super dark. Like, this looked way too dark. But then when they tried it on, it was like super purpley and light and beautiful, and I don't understand how this works. Does it have a thing? Am I an idiot? Does it have a thing that you take off? No. How does this work? Please tell me I can open this. This is okay. Maybe I should have opened this to see what to do. I have a feeling that all of my nail polish is about to come off. Oh, it does. It has like a second lid on it, I think. I don't know. Oh, something's moving. There we go. Yeah, but there's still a seal on it. So how am I supposed to get the seal off? I don't understand how this works. I'm sorry. Hang on. Let me pause and figure this out. I'll be right back. All right, and we are back in business. That only took me about 10 minutes. It's like the most annoying thing for anyone else who is getting a boxy or just getting an Artist Couture highlighter. There's a sifter in it, and it turns so you can lock it, which is really good. But when you first open it, like, you have to turn this thing halfway, and then you'll see the thing that you can pull and get some tweezers and start pulling, and then like slowly like move a little bit, pull a little bit, move a little bit, pull a little bit, and then it'll come off. Very annoying, but it does look really dark still. I just I got a little bit on my hand. I mean, I did see a video about it. I think that's supposed to come out too, actually. Yes, it is. Shoot, I'm doing the wrong thing. I did see a little video where it was like, oh, look how dark it is, but then when they put it on their hand, it turned to like this purple beautifulness, but on me it's like still peachy, and like, see that? Like that's, I'm gonna say probably too dark for my skin. I will try it, and then if I have to add my Ofra on top to like lighten it up, I will, but I already know that that's probably too dark to even try putting anywhere else in my face, and I'll just use the Ofra for that. But for now, I'll get, I think, this is that, I can't pronounce that word, that like cis glam or whatever. All right, let's tap off and see. Okay, doesn't actually look too dark on my skin. Okay. Oh yeah, there's a shadow there. This is, I think, for me right now, almost like a blush topper. Can't really see it much in the camera, which is weird because like I have all my lights on and usually my highlighter looks super, like you can see that there's like a little bit of a glow now, but it's so dark for my skin that it is kind of like just giving you like a really like natural light. It is extremely pretty. I will absolutely use this again. It kind of reminds me of a super sparkly version of Rodeo Drive, where it's not that it's too dark for me, it's that it's too dark for me in cold weather. So that's fine. I'll put that down. I'll pull out my Star Island like I've been using every single day and just throw that on so I have my highlight. And that stuff that's fluffing around is just the Ofra. See that? That's what I'm looking for when I put on my highlight, that really like glowy skin look. See, I want it to do that. That's what makes me happy. Super highlighty. All right, perfect. And then I have the palette to break into. Ooh. We'll see how this goes. I probably should have done my eyes first just because I have not actually used this yet. And if I'm not mistaken, my other pure eyeshadow palette that I have, oh my gosh, you're so cute. He's rolling around on his back and he does this thing that I call upside down head, where he just like flips his head around and looks at you, and it's the cutest thing. He's such a cute kitty. Okay. So this is the, so I will give this a go. Does it just, how is it in, oh yeah, it's just kicking kind of freely in there. All right, well, we'll put this on first and then I'll open the palette just because this is gonna get real messy if I'm not careful with it. All right, woo, things are flying at me. All right, let's see. Hopefully this does magical things. I should have done my eyebrows. I have started doing my eyebrows before my eyeshadow in the last week, and I've been enjoying it. There's so much of this. This is going to last a long time, but I don't know. Well, it might last a long time if I can get it to not dry up in this little foil packet, because that's what I was wondering, if it was a face primer, because there's quite a lot of it. Like for a face primer you could get like, you know, a couple of uses out of it, never mind an eyeshadow primer where you use next to nothing. But yeah, whatever, that's cool, that's cool. Okay, I'm opening the wrong palette. All right, so let's see what this looks like, the festival palette, and I'll open it on here so we can see it for the first time together. Ooh, look at those foils. Those are pretty. Those are pretty. Okay. Oh, wow. The screeny thing is like sealed onto it. Oh my gosh, that glitter is amazing. I wonder if the reason why it's sealed on is because I'm really ripping off my nail polish trying to open things today. I'm gonna have to redo my nails, which sucks because they're all like sparkly and pretty. Maybe it's supposed to stay on here because that definitely just looks like a packed glitter. So I have a feeling it needs to stay on there. I am 100% going into that fireworks glitter today because it is red and it has gold sparkles, and it's my cousin's birthday, and it's like the most Aries thing that I have ever seen, so obviously I have to use that today. And this has a magnificent mirror. Like, this has probably the best mirror that I have in any of my palettes, so I'm using this. So let's just throw on some colors and see where we go. I'm going to start with Epic, this orangey shade here, just for a transition. Okay, there's a lot of kickback, and a lot comes off when I tap it. And there's a lot of pigment. So that's good, because I've definitely had pure palettes where there's a lot of kickback and a lot of tap off. So then when you put it on your eye, there ain't nothing left. So this is awesome. I'm quite happy with this. Oh my gosh, that is really, really pigmented. It's pretty. It feels, I don't know, it's weird. I think it might be the primer, actually. I think what I should have really done is just use my concealer like I always do, because it's not wanting to go on my eyebrow. Like, I can feel it, and it's not the brush. Like, this is my Alamar brush. I use this brush constantly, and it's feeling kind of draggy going on my lid, which is 100% the primer. So I don't like the primer. I mean, if it keeps my makeup on, that's great, but at the same time, my ColourPop concealer, I never have issues with creasing and my makeup coming off with that. So I don't think I like this. Suddenly I'm not upset that it's in a foil packet and probably gonna get dried out real fast, because I don't like it. It's making me feel already like my eyeshadow is patchy, just because it's not letting me kind of like move the way that I want to move with it. But we will make it work. That's what you do, right? You make it work. I'm really looking forward to summer now. And I now have 2 highlighters. What just happened with the lighting in here? Why did I suddenly go like darker? I don't know. Ooh, this orange is making my eyes super bright. That's cool. That's cool. That's always a good thing. I like red. I think it's because the sun finally is like actually setting now, so it's probably changing the lighting. Even though I'm in a room where the windows are closed, the kitchen's out there, so it's probably affecting the light in here a little bit and starting to focus more on the ring light, is my guess. I'm gonna grab one of my BH brushes next. These aren't named, they're just like number 6. And I'm gonna go into Hidden Desert just to kind of amp up the crease a little bit. This also has tons and tons of kickback, but I'm hoping, because I now have my transition color on, that yeah, this is going on a lot easier. Wherever the yellowy orangey mustardy color, which is such a beautiful color, is just like doing like an instant, like, look how nice that is. But it's like instantly blending and looking beautiful. It's just a little bit weird on the lid area where it's just that primer. So yeah, the Get a Grip, I don't know why I can't say that, the Get a Grip primer from Pure, not a fan so far this festival. Palette, at least the matte shades, it's going good. Oh my god, it's so good. I switched over to cashew milk. Best decision ever, because it's delicious and it's so affordable. It's so weird, because I always assumed, well, not assumed, because based on like past experience as well, that like alternative to milks are always more expensive than regular milk. Because like I'm lactose free, like I use lactose free milk, and that stuff's expensive. It cost me like $6.99 for 2 liters. Sometimes $5.99, but usually around $6.99 for 2 liters of it. And this, for 2 liters, my cashew milk is like $3.27. It's crazy. I was like, what? How? I remember before I tried using, like, I think it was coconut milk, and that was like $5 for like not even a full liter of it. So I was like, okay, yeah, that works for me. I need to get a smaller brush to go in my crease. I'm trying to use like all like super clean brushes so that you guys can like get a really good idea. So I'm gonna use another beige brush, because I washed them a couple days ago, but I do go through my eyeshadow ones pretty quickly, and usually I don't care because I use the same colors as my transition and crease on a usual day, but because today I'm using different ones, I don't want to use like my color switch. I'd rather just like use fresh brushes, and that way you guys can really like know that, okay, that is the color in the palette. It's not mixed with anything at all. And yeah, it's literally everywhere that doesn't have, not that doesn't have the primer, but where there's a shadow already laid on the primer, it's blending beautifully. I'm having a very difficult time anytime that I have to go on my eye that does not have shadow already laid down. I really hate this primer, and it sucks because like the palette itself is absolutely beautiful. Like this is going easily better than any pure shadow or face palette that I have ever used, because I have I think it's like the chocolate face palette where it has like contour and highlight in it. I call it a chocolate palette just because it smells like chocolate. I don't know what it's actually called. And the thing with that is that it smells so good that I want to use it, but it's real patchy. So you got to be real careful with it and really work it to make it do anything. Even that palette that we had for Halloween, I did like that palette. Like they did blend out nicely, but the color, like the theme for the palette made absolutely no sense. There was all of one crease shade, not even a transition shade, and it didn't really like, so it's not that I hate it, I don't use it because I have no use for it. All right, so I'm gonna take the shader brush that I got. I'm gonna pop into Sunset just to put a like base color kind of on my lid area, and then I'm gonna go over top of most of that with the Fireworks glitter. But I want to see how the shimmers work, because I don't just want to use the mattes and glitter and then be like, oh yeah, it's great, when the shimmers are not fantastic. I don't know if I like these so much with a brush. These might be better applied with fingertips, because going on with the brush, like you can see, like, I don't know, it's like kind of satiny, but it almost mattes them out applying them with the brush. So that's not super great. I'm gonna put a little bit under my eye just to kind of even out the look, since I am going over with the red. And then I'm gonna take just a little brush, if I can find one. There we go. Yeah, you're small enough. Just little, one of my little, because when I got that, I think it was like the December set, because they're all like the gold sparkly ones. And I'm gonna pop into Free Spirit just as my inner corner highlight and brow bone highlight. And it does look more shimmery than the Sunset shade, to see if I can get a little. Okay, this one has like no kickback. I'm not even tapping it because I'm just trying to get the color off. It is very there we go. It's very packed in. It is pretty. Once you dig into it a little bit, it is pretty. It's very gold. It doesn't look like it's going to be so gold. It looks extremely like pink champagne. But on my face, it basically looks like I'm putting straight gold as my highlight, which I'm not mad at. And it goes with the warmth of the look, but it is something to keep in mind, especially if you're going into like a more, like they have like that bright purple in here. Like if you're doing something like that, it may not suit that as well. All right, let's see how this, wow, this glitter, oh my, look at that. This glitter is soft. All right, let's, oh wow. That is just, that is fantastic. That is fantastic. I definitely need to, I tried calling my cousin earlier today to say happy birthday, but I think she was busy. She didn't answer her phone, and then I fell asleep because I had appointments. But that is literally like Aries in a glitter. It's red and gold sparkles, and it's beautiful. It's not falling all over my face. It's just going exactly where I want it to. I wish I didn't have such chubby fingers, because then I could be a little bit more precise. It probably would work with a brush, because it feels like it has like a soft enough texture that it probably would apply, but I always love applying any kind of foil or pressed glitter with my fingers, just because it's easier. I find I get the best application with it. But oh my, look at that. That is absolutely beautiful. The only thing I wish that they had in this palette was a black. I feel like if they had a black and I could like really deepen that outer edge, that would make it just like that much more extra. This look actually also needs fake lashes, which I'm not going to put on because I never do. But I'll go in with my Man-Eater mascara, which I don't know if I talked about on camera. I know that I did a review, like a written review, but this is an interesting mascara for sure. It likes to clump up almost immediately, so it's like you gotta really, I'm already trying to like play with it and get clumps out, and I think I've swiped it all of twice. Oops, kicking stuff. But it is extremely pretty. It stays on really well. I mean, it's Tarte. Tarte's a good brand. They're another like cruelty-free, more natural brand. I don't get any irritation from the mascara, so that's an A+. It also stays really well. This is the first mascara that I have put on my lower lashes and not had issues with like big marks under here. I did one day, but I was also crying, so, and this is not a waterproof mascara, so I'm going to blame it on that. But I can do that without having to worry about, you know, in the next half hour having like big black marks under my eyes. So super fantastic in that sense. It's just, I hate the brush because it's long, and as I said, it just is like insta clumps. So it's like you put it on, like as I said, like that was just like one swipe over here and I'm already got to work on getting those clumps out. So it instantly clumps your lashes, but once you play with it and kind of like get it to do what you want, your lashes do have a lot of volume. I will say it doesn't curl them at all because I have extremely curly lashes and I have to kind of play with it a little bit because it almost wants to like straighten them out a little bit. So if you don't have curly lashes naturally, you might really hate this because it might make your curling, like if you have a lash, if you have to use a lash curler, it might make it not work so well because it is already trying to straighten. And I have like super curly lashes. Like I don't even have a lash curler in my personal kit. I have one when I do for clients, but not for my personal kit because for me personally it's useless. But it is, once you play with it, I didn't play with it enough on that side, and that is just glitter up there. I put it a little bit too high, so it's looking a little shadowy in that spot, but I don't care. All right, put on some eyebrows, and then I have a lip gloss, and we are done this crazy long video. Sometimes I don't know what it is lately. Like it's like I can't stop talking. Maybe that my videos have gotten longer recently. I don't know, but they definitely have. Every time I unbox anything, it's like, oh, I'm gonna just spend absolutely forever. And I mean, I even paused this video twice so as to not make it super long. So you can only imagine how long it would have been if I didn't do that. Actually, that's a nice feature that I have on my phone that just got updated. It's before, like, you couldn't just like pause your video and go back to it like that. You had to like stop it and then restart. So now I actually have a pause button, so it's, that part's really nice. I probably should pause through like stuff that you guys have seen me do a million times. Maybe I'll start doing that. Like if I'm just doing like my usual foundation and powder and stuff, maybe I'll pause and come back with it done to cut out some of that time. But I do like that, especially since, as I said, like I really can't do much via editing because I don't have the only editing program that works in terms of giving me at least a decent quality video is I can literally just put different videos together into one, and I can like cut it in that way. I think there's probably ways where you can like cut certain parts out, but I really don't know how, and I really do need help trying to figure that out. But you know, one day you will be able to see an unboxing video that is not, you know, 45 minutes long. All right, I'm just gonna show this really quickly because I don't know if I actually showed it or not. This is the, I can get it in here and hit my focus button. A little bit. This is the Angel Eyes, or Luscious Angel Eyes eyeshadow primer slash base. And it's in the shade nude, so it is colored. So I'll just show it to you and I'll try it out the next time I do a makeup video. Looks like this. It's in a little tube. It's quite a lot. And hopefully it works out really well. I mean, I'm not allergic to it. I'm looking forward to it. It's cruelty free. I'm happy. That's one thing I like with boxycharm is that, like, I don't know if I've even gotten an item from them that's not cruelty free, to be honest. Oh shoot, why has everything got seals? Hang on. Okay, this is really not my day for opening things. Like, everything is taking me forever, and thank God I just decided to pause that right away once I saw that it had a weird, it didn't even have a thing that you can like pull and like open it easily. Like, I really had to tear into that thing. But anyways, this is a Peel holographic lip gloss. You can kind of see that there. No, doesn't want to. I'm going to try and make it focus. Nothing wants to work for me. And this video is now over 40 minutes. So I'm going to try and get easy. Just throwing that on. It feels really good. It's not holographic, but feels good. Feels really good, actually. Like, really, really nice. But it's 100% not holographic. None of these things are ever holographic. They're iridescent. They're beautiful. I absolutely enjoy them. I'm quite happy to have them. I just wish they could stop telling me that they're giving me something that's holographic, but it's not holographic. It's like, don't lie to me. Just tell me what it is. I'll be happy with it. I promise. Just tell me what it actually is. All right. So that is my boxycharm box for the month. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm sorry that this video was like crazy long. I will try and figure out the pause button a little bit better, and I just had to like skip through like basic things like foundation and stuff maybe in the next video, so it's not crazy. Tracy, if you are watching this, happy birthday so much. I love you more than anything in the whole world, and I really can't wait to see you again. You need to come back to Canada. And yeah, if you like this video, hit like. If you want to see more from me, hit subscribe, and I will see you again Thursday, Friday. Have a great day. All right, bye.